Time to go to church. Okay, at least it's not raining. Been complaining leaving out whatever I think is bad. It's even bigger now. I don't have any food, guys. Birds are very hungry. I don't have anything to give them today. get out my dinero y pesos. Lots of games. God, somebody's been pooping here. Purchase in Sainsbury.
Location 1,000 euros.
Gone the millions. Oh God. Purchase, buy something good.
I know the lesson that I said what it's about. Black Lincoln right here. It's not too bad. It's a lot better than what we had before. It's at least 10 degrees now, which is pretty good.
Exactly the same, but not really.
Yeah, so it is true that the script, if I remove ADB authorization, if I remove USB debugging authorization and it removes my login, it will not give me a pairing. It will not the settings app will not give me pairing without a restart. So the script is doing something to prevent that from happening. Obviously, the tethering, network stack, who knows, telemetry, module metadata, settings app, and that's not supposed to happen. I'm not entirely sure if it's the script or if it's whatever the fuck they put in this Android 14 shit with settings intelligence, fucking the launcher doing something with AppSedge, cocktail bar service. I don't know, but there's a problem in there with ADB and the settings app not giving you a pairing login if you remove the USB debugging authorization. Understand? That's not supposed to happen, which is probably the reason why it drains. Yeah, so you're supposed to always get. It's the reason why Wi-Fi is slow as well. Again, I'm not sure if it's the script or if it's just the way this fucking Android 14 works. It's like I said, it's very trash on these Samsung phones with One UI 6.1 because of the settings intelligence and the fucking launcher with AppSedge. It fucks up a lot of shit in there on purpose, and I'm not sure if it's the script or if it's what they did in Android 14 that's doing that. But that's been happening for a while. I haven't really looked at it because I didn't think it was a problem, much of a problem, but it is causing a drain. It is causing some kind of drain on the phone. It's pretty severe. I'm losing 10%, 20%. And it's high usage. High usage battery when you're not using the phone and when you're using it, so it's always draining. It's not idling high though, it just drains, something's wrong. So I gotta look and see what's going on with the settings app, tethering, network stack, and see if I can get that AP, that pairing code after I remove the authorization. If it populates that pairing code, because it doesn't populate it right now, if I do that, and it should. It's time to make a nice purchase. 28%. The pot noodles are always my favorite, guys. Cheap food for hard, commie times in the heart of the West. I have some money. Some bread with this money, or can you get they're doing this time, guys. Custard donuts. Kind of delicious. These donuts are okay. Let's go see what they have today. Maybe they got something good. Yeah, it's nice and clear today, man. Somebody must have put some Clearasil in the firmament today. cold. It's not too bad, much better than what we had. Feels like a normal fall day. Feels like it's not too bad. Feels okay.
Even when he had his house.
Let's have our daily bread. I got good corned beef today. Corned beef stew.
Would you like beef taco or vegetarian?
Beef.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, that's excellent.
No.
Let me wash my hands first.
Brush your teeth.
No, I'm going to wash my hands right now.
Hey, what would you like? What is on the menu? The beef taco or beef taco? I need curry. And can I get one for my phone? Is it left or is it the end? Yeah, that's all you have to tell me, that's it. Thank you, brother. Thank
One veggie access, please. One veggie access.
One big.
Hot water with milk and 5 sugars.
And you want?
No,
No, just hot water. Just hot water?
that's good.
Which milk? This or fresh?
Well done.
Okay. Thanks. Hiya. 2, 4. 2 scoops? I'll do it, thanks. And a bit of milk in there? Okay.
Very nice, thank you.
guy called Elvis Presley. He was at the party. And you
Alright, we can maybe make some porridge. Highest quality. Why is this taco breaking like that? This water is hot enough, but this porridge is poisonous, so It's not becoming thick. It needs to get, absorb the water and become thicker. But you see, it's laced with poison. That's why it doesn't absorb the fucking water like it should. The water's okay. Surprisingly today, the water's okay. It's the porridge. The milk is okay too. The porridge is shit. The porridge that I bought. The oatmeal that I bought is nasty. It's okay though. You can still drink it. I feel like shitting myself today.
When it's so flat, you just see like 2D, like it's smooth.
That's pretty good stuff. It's not bad. Okay, we'll charge now. We got 15%. Let's go do some fast speed charging. Like I said, this Android 14 version has a lot of software in here for speech recognition, which is some kind of AI shit. But they tied this into the keyboard and into the launcher with Apps Edge, cocktail bar service into the launcher and the keyboard all together, and that's the reason why you can't turn that shit off, and that's the reason why it doesn't stay off. Understand? That's the reason why it doesn't stay off. So every time you reboot, you got to do it over again. Whereas the S22 does not do this on 13. On 13, it's perfectly fine. You know, it remembers whatever rules you set. You know, it keeps the settings that you had before the reboot. But on this one, that's the reason why they did this with Apps Edge and cocktail bar service and the launcher, settings intelligence, becoming the dependency. They did this so that it will override whatever rules you put in there. And you got to reapply the script every time you restart the phone. Understand? So every time you restart the phone, you have less of a problem. You have less of a problem with the script, but you still need to reapply some of it. And you need to reapply some of it every time you reboot. That's the reason why they did what they did with 6.1, and it's a mess. It's a mess. It was completely unusable when I had the first version of Android 14 on this. It wasn't even usable. It was just crashing and shit. It was fucking acting up, and CTSHIM was crashing it, and settings intelligence was crashing it. The system UI was crashing. You know, it was just a big fucking mess. You know, with the first patch of 14, it was a big fucking mess. So yeah, at this rate, because of what they do with the launcher and settings intelligence, the ride with Samsung is definitely over. Cannot be doing this shit on every fucking phone. You know, it's and that's what they did with Android 14. It's every phone. Every phone that runs One UI 6.1 will do this. It's not my thing, you know. It's not my thing. I don't agree with what they did. It's it is a deal breaker, if you will. It is a deal breaker. Then you know the only alternative is a Pixel, you know, pretty much. And you still have to wait an hour to charge those as well. Yeah, it's a deal breaker what they do with One UI 6.1. Total deal breaker. It's absolute shit. And from my point of view, it's not worth it. Not worth the hassle. I mean, you have phones on Android 15 now coming out this year. You know, they're out already. And, you know, to have this problem from 6.1 into 15, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not my thing. You know, to have this problem from 6.1 on Android 14 all the way into 15, that's not a good look. And they do have it in 15 as well. It's going to be in 15. They have it. It's the same thing. Get a Pixel, get the stock Android experience. You might have some shitty Samsung, Google apps in there, but you can uninstall them. Yeah, I mean this. It's a calamity. The amount of apps that they put in there, and how many of them have charging control. You can always tell if it has charging control because it's got that battery shit in there. Battery okay, battery whatever, battery full. And there's so many of these apps, and that's the reason why it causes such a big problem. You know, every fucking app is apparently a battery manager. And that's not the way Android works. That's not the way Android is. You know? It's all Samsung stuff. Yeah, and those pixels, it's a lot of money for the pixels, and the performance is not there. You know, even though if it comes, it comes from the parent company of Android, the performance is not there with the pixels. You're paying a lot of money though. I don't know what for, but you're paying a lot of money. And the performance is just not there for a Google phone that is from the parent company of Android. It's just not, doesn't have the performance numbers. It's really bad actually when you look at it. Really bad performance that they have on the pixels. The Asian folks took over the Starbucks. Like I said, it's Samsung, like Google and Apple, they got these Freemasonic unbreakable ties, and it's the reason why things are the way they are. It's the reason why you find these kinds of exploits in these phones. You understand? It's you see it a lot less with these Chinese phone companies because they run stock Android. They might have some kind of issue with occasionally with a ban from America, but for the most part, they do run stock Android, which is what you want in this situation. You understand? You want something that is stock Android. And what you see with Samsung, Google, and Apple is this, this unbreakable vow that they have with this Freemasonic thieving fuck, and they keep making concessions with the firmware. Yeah, they just keep making concessions with the firmware. It becomes unusable, like on the A50 with that lag. it becomes unusable, an unusable fucking phone. It doesn't even work as a phone anymore. That's the reason why you see what you see on Samsung, Google, and Apple. It's this unbreakable vow that they have with these Freemasonic thieving third world motherfuckers in here stealing stuff. Yeah, that's the reason why things are the way they are for Samsung, Apple, and Google. Yeah, they have these concessions that they make, with their fucking firmware releases to this thieving motherfucker and his backstory. And the phone becomes unusable eventually. Literally becomes unusable. Literally, as a phone, does not function anymore as a fucking phone. Yeah. This A52 is due for Android 15. It's eligible. It's already 3 years old. Got 5%, 8%. Low. But like I said, I'm so glad that they decided to take the easy route with this thieving program and their electronic hackery, because it's so obvious, guys. It's just so goddamn obvious. They couldn't make it more obvious if they tried. Though they tried their best not to, like in this laptop, it's just a Super I/O firmware, that's the problem. They left the BIOS out of it. But the Super I/O is definitely on every laptop, not just this one, but it's just so fucking obvious. They couldn't make it more obvious if they tried. From my point of view and what I've seen on these fucking phones and laptops and shit, it's just so obvious. It's so goddamn obvious. Anyway. Feet hurt already.
That's so distracting.
So I'm going to have to plug in by the time we get there. Yesterday we got some good stuff from the SWAT, actually. It was very surprising. 2 Fantas and a nice spicy snack or something. It was good. Surprisingly okay, minus the pasta and the pizza that I felt like I was going to vomit. Some kind of vomit and shit in the pasta and the pizza. The rest of it was fine. You know, a lot of these, and again, like I said, these people, even though that script has been online for what, 3 years now, and it's been making a lot of noise about what they're doing with these phones. You see, nobody's concerned about their credit cards being in the fucking phones, their fucking bank details being in these phones, their fucking cryptocurrency being in these phones. Nobody's concerned about it. They have the same firmware. Yeah, they have the same shitty firmware, but as you can see, these people that are, that are aware of what's happening, they don't seem to be concerned about the privacy issues that this firmware causes on these phones. Everything is still the same. Good business on Google Play Store, isn't it? No, there's been no changes. There's been no changes at all to anything as far as Android is concerned. About the revelations that has come out of this situation with this fucking privacy issue with this fucking firmware being fake. Business as usual on the Google Play Store. Fucking credit cards and bank details and all the rest of it is in the hands of Google. No one said anything. See? That's the problem with these people collectively. You understand? It becomes more obvious that they're involved in some kind of scamming business, which is why there's been no changes at Google. There's been no changes at Apple so far, despite all the revelations. See, that's the issue with these people. It's a massive group of scammers. That's why they don't make any changes. It's business as usual with the Apple Play Store and the fucking Google Play Store and all the rest of everybody putting their fucking credit cards and banking shit in these fucking phones all day long. Business as usual. No issues to report. No issues to report. They got the same firmware I do. And like I said, it's not. How can you say it's a scam and it's fraud? Because everybody's involved. It's not a scam and it's not fraud and a scam if everybody's involved. And that's why they don't make any changes. That's why they don't make any fucking changes. It's business as usual.
Then people really come.
Understand? That's the power of a massive scam. That's the power of a massive fucking scam. They all know about it. They're all aware of it. But it's business as usual. That's the nature of a massive scam. These motherfuckers are scammers. That's your lesson that you need to learn from this if you're white. They're all scammers. Third world, no good, thieving fucking scammers. Shit.
And what else with milk and what else? And cookies, yes. Mm.